Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. This is for Capricorn, for everybody who has a ascendant sun or moon in Capricorn. This is for your reading for the end of August. I will be doing one for you for September very soon, not to worry. And I'm just going to get right to it. I have shuffled the cards, but I am going to cut the deck. Cut the deck in front of you. Okay. So, the first card, this is where you're at right now, the path that you're on, is actually a great card. This is about connecting with friends. I call this either the Sex and the City card, with the girls getting together, or just a card where you're socializing and you're going out. It's a girls' night out. It's a time where you just want to have fun. You just want to socialize. You don't want to work. You're tired of working. You want your friends to be your priority. You want your friends to know they're a priority. And the thing is, for Capricorn, it's very difficult to stop working because Capricorns are the workers of the zodiac. They are hard working. They will work much, much longer hours than everybody else. They'll work 3 or 4 jobs. They'll just, and the thing is, it's a challenge for them because they're really good at working and they like to provide for others. They like to have the money to provide for others and be very giving. The thing is they're so busy working that a lot of the times they don't have time to be with their friends. They don't have time to go just socialize. And they don't like to really hang out unless they're doing something. So, they don't just like to sit around. They don't sit around. If you have a Capricorn over and you're just sitting around, the Capricorn's going to leave. They're going to be like, well, there's things I need to do. I'll talk to you later. Hug and kiss. Goodbye. That's it. That's it. How they are. It's like they constantly have a mental list, all the things that they want to do, and they will get them done. They'll continue working on them until they get them done. So that's interesting because it's a social time for Capricorns, and it's nice for them to just breathe and have fun and go spend some of that hard-earned money. Now, the really cool card is this card that's crossing them. And it's just sort of a motherly figure. Now, I think of her when I think of pregnancy, because in this image, I feel like her tummy's kind of swollen. It's hard to see. But it is, she could be pregnant with wealth, It is the attainment of wealth and prosperity and happiness, gifts to and from others. Nature's gift says go for a walk, touch the trees, feel the love, drink tea. So she's the tree spirit. She's a tree spirit that that is very loving. She's a motherly influence. This can be, there's a mother in your life that's on your mind right now, or you can be a mother and your children are in your mind right now, or it can be that you're pregnant and you're thinking about a family and you're starting a family. This could be your second or third child as well. You could have other children. You could have 2 or 3 children that you're already focusing on, but you're pregnant again. And this is a lot of pregnancy, though. This symbolizes to me abundance. Okay, it's a physical abundance, but also material abundance. So, I don't know. Maybe it's just a refocus, on the things that are important to Capricorn. And family is a huge focus. Rather than working so much, maybe the focus is actually really shifting to the social aspects of their life, the family aspects of their life, their kids, spending more time with their kids. The foundation is this fear card. It's interesting that this fear card is in the placement of the foundation. And this is the Nine of Swords. And this is worry. This is all the things that cloud your mind. This is the clouds of the mind. If the mind was a sky, the sky would be like full of dark clouds. Like almost so that it feels so heavy, like it's ready to pour, you know? And you may be feeling like maybe, you know, you are worried about, you know, meeting up to your responsibilities, because that's what Capricorn is concerned about a lot of the time, is meeting their responsibilities, providing for their family, you know. Maybe they're worried, it's actually interesting, maybe they're worried about this pregnancy, you know. Maybe someone in their life is pregnant, maybe their girlfriend or is pregnant, and that's gonna change things. They're concerned about that. You could be really concerned about that. With understanding, you know, you're probably thinking, how am I going to provide for this family? I can barely support the two of us. How are we going to, you know, give this child everything that it needs? And I'm getting a really strong feeling that that's what it is. You know, but don't let those thoughts block you, because those thoughts can block you. And this is a blocking card. Do not think, you know, when you're around your girlfriend, just focus on her. Focus on, you know, what she, you know, if she's hungry, if she's comfortable, if she needs, you know, if she wants to go get a crib for the bedroom, you know, if she wants to redecorate, you know, if she's not feeling well, you know, be patient. You know, that's what this card is sort of, this is what it's sort of telling me, this reading is telling me. In the past is that there was beginning of something. It's a drop of promise, the little drop of rain that's gonna signify the end of a drought. So maybe, you know, that was the beginning of a relationship. It's actually, this is really relationship focused. I see this. These things are kind of tying in together, because the next card is the Lover's card. It's the love card. This is like what's going on, like in this moment, is crowning you. So this is, you know, you're thinking about getting married, you know. So maybe this is like huge. Maybe you're like having a wedding. Like this is a wedding because you're celebrating with friends, right? You know, maybe your girlfriend's pregnant at the same time that you're like, okay, it's time to tie the knot. She's pregnant. It's time to tie the knot. You know, all these things are kind of coming together for me. And then in the past, I mean, it was the beginning of that relationship, and now it's like all these things are happening, and that's probably why you're afraid. You're afraid because all this stuff is happening. It's like, oh my gosh, way too much. You met this girl, you quickly fell in love, you know, she's pregnant now, and you're getting married, and it's just like, boom, you know. But the next card is to be lifted out of hardship. It's this girl being lifted out of hardship, and so the worries are going to lift. You know, that's going to go away. You know, things are going to feel a lot more light. You know, because this is about the birds lifting you up. And the birds are light, and they're taking you into the sky, and they're making your energy feel lighter. You know. Your emotional state is, first thing I thought of was protective. You're protecting, you know, your family. And actually, I do sometimes feel like this is a Capricorn, because of the antlers on this lion. This lion's more like an antelope. I don't know. It's an interesting creature, but this is like a Capricorn male. So this is for you Capricorn males, and you're very protective right now. This is you doing battle when necessary. This is Richard the Lion-Hearted. You know, he's very warm. You know, and you may have some planets in Leo, and you may have some planets in Sagittarius even, I'm kind of feeling. Just some other fire planets. So it makes you warm. It makes your personality just loving. And you're going to make a great father. I mean, if she's pregnant, you're going to make a great father. This is an awesome card to have for that. You can be a little bit aggressive and overconfident. And just you being some places sometimes causes conflict. So, you know, just be sensitive to your surroundings. Even Sagittarius has a habit, so if you have some planets in Sagittarius and you're a Capricorn, they have a tendency to blunder. I use the word blunder, to blurt things out, to not really be sensitive to their audience, Be sensitive to those people who are around you. And don't say things that are just like, they just come to your mind. Capricorns are really brutally honest, brutally honest. So you can rub people the wrong way when you first meet them because you just say what you're thinking and you're not apologetic about it. You just say it, and to hell with the rest, and to who cares what their impression is. But this can cause conflict with other people because you don't know who your audience is. Not everybody that is listening to you is your best friend. Not everybody that's listening to you is your favorite cousin or favorite aunt. People are more judgmental than that, unfortunately. So just be a little bit more sensitive to who you're talking to and how you talk to them. The next one is this guy. And it's the Emperor. And it is the hand of fate, basically. Destiny. And this is what's coming towards you. So it can be a father figure, a father-in-law. It can be somebody who doesn't want the things to happen that are happening. So it could be like if you're getting married, it could be like your soon-to-be father-in-law who doesn't approve of your marriage or your relationship. Or it could be someone who just doesn't really understand who you are and why you are the way you are. And they can't appreciate you. Because Emperor is like a royalty person. It's somebody who's like really looking down their nose at you in a way because you're below them. They'll never understand you. But it also could just mean that all this stuff that's happening with the relationship is fated to happen. That it's like saying, fate's saying, this is all fated to happen. This is gonna happen. But I actually feel like more like this is a person. This is your father-in-law. This is someone who's like a defense attorney, or somebody like that, somebody who's just trying to block you from getting what you want, and the block, certain cards have an ability to block in my deck, and this card can block, and the things it's blocking or it's trying to block is actually, and this came up before actually, is the wheel, which is your attitude, and the outcome, which is you building a castle in the sky or moving to the castle in the sky or planning a move. This is the moving card. So maybe somebody doesn't want you to move away. Maybe you want to. Maybe you're saying, okay, we just got married or we're getting married and we're starting a new life and it's time to move out of the family's house or near the family, And the father figure in the family says, we don't want you to go. We want you to stay here near us. And you're like, well, we found this great place in Oklahoma or Tennessee or California or something, and we're going to go because we found this great property. We're going to start this family there. And even though it's far away from you guys, we just like it, And the Wheel of Fortune is doing what you want. And it's not about fate. And so it's weird because these came up together. And these are two conflicting things. This is somebody who's controlling, and this is your control. So there could be a serious power struggle between you and this person, this guy, who, and this is definitely a male that you're fighting with. Okay, this is definitely a male, right? Who doesn't want you to have the freedom to go? Who doesn't want you to make your own decisions? Who wants to control you? Who wants you to be under their rule? And I'm getting a feeling that you don't want to, But they can block you. So if you're going to go, you're going to move away, you need to be strong. You need to be stronger than them. Don't call them. Don't let them know that you're doing it. Just do it and go. And you will have the castle. You'll be king of the castle. But you can't do that if you're allowing this person to block you. And it could also be that it's fated that you don't move away, that you stay near home, that you stay where you're at, and you don't move even though you want to move. Maybe it's not the right time. That's kind of what I'm getting. Fate is all about timing, and certain things, when they're fated, I mean, they just happen. And if it's blocking you, then maybe it's not supposed to happen, or it's not the right thing for you to do at this time. Okay, so that is my reading for you guys. Capricorn, it's very interesting reading for you, and I wish you the best. If you are getting married and you are having your wedding, it's a dream wedding. Wish I could be there. I'm sure it's beautiful, and it sounds like you've got a lot to think about, a lot going on, but it'll all turn out fine in the end. So I will see you guys soon for my September reading, and I wish you all the best of luck.